Alright everybody, what is going on? Welcome back once again to the channel. So in today's video, we're going to check out a short thriller film called What He Saw. And this one here is by Boy in the Castle. So it's a really short film that I am pretty excited to check out just based off of this topic. And of course, it is a recommendation, but just based off of the title, it just sort of reminds me of some mysterious thing that somebody saw from a distance, and maybe they're trying to warn somebody, or they've gone crazy, they've lost it over what they've just witnessed, and ever since that experience, their lives of this individual have been turned around. There's just something that comes to mind. So it definitely got brought to my attention as soon as I saw this, to get excited and check it out, right? So obviously, once again, this was recommended, but once I saw this title, I was like, okay, now I really want to see what this person saw. So if you guys are wanting to check this one out on your own, you can click in the description down below this video, and you guys can watch this video anytime you'd like on your own time, or you can watch my reaction to it, and I can give you guys my thoughts as always right after the film. Also, one more thing before we dive in: if you are enjoying the channel, if you genuinely are enjoying the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, okay? Also, hit that notification bell so that you are notified every time I upload a video. If you have any comments to leave in there, please don't hesitate to leave a comment. I'm always very happy to read your guys' comments and respond when I get the chance. And share the video as well, so let people know that we're doing reactions here and also making speed art. So we're always making paintings here, pencil drawings, marker drawings, and hopefully very soon, as soon as I buy an iPad, I want to make some digital drawings for you guys, okay? So I'm very much looking forward to that, a lot more comic book stories and things like that. It's just going to be great. But anyways, we make drawings here and reactions. So you guys, if you want to check out some more of that, make sure to once again subscribe to the channel. All right, so let's get started and let's check this out. Let's dive into this short film here. And once again, I'll give you guys my thoughts right after.
Get home safe?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, babe. Bye, babe.
See ya. I saw the sun, and it opened up my eyes.
Bitch! Fuck me! Fuck me, huh? Oh, fuck off! Cunt! You got a little itsy bitsy side Johnson on you, Chip. That's why you talk all your shit. Shut up! Fuck you! You're useless! You're a useless pig!
Oh! Oh my God! He was pretty built too. I would run. He's coming at him. Man is running fast. He's got asthma. Jeez Louise.
I'm calling to report something I just witnessed.
What's your location?
I'm in my apartment now, but it was near my girlfriend's in Highland Park.
Were you inside the home?
No, look, listen to me. I was walking home from my girlfriend's. I fucking looked across the street, and this couple was screaming and were yelling at each other, and so I looked, I stared, and fucking saw this guy hit his wife.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Like a fucking tomato. It's fucking crazy.
It's okay. I'm just asking. Well, sir, we can send units to the area, but we need to get closer to the address.
Oh, he's back outside. I thought the guy was maybe going to be waiting for him outside his apartment or something. Oh, he's getting some of their mail to give them their address. Oh God. He's in there?
Seth?
Oh my God. No way. Oh my God. Oh, now she saw that. Oh my goodness. Well, she's... Oh my God. What he saw. So this is a very short thriller film, once again, like I mentioned in the beginning, and this is a type of film where things escalated very, very quickly. Now, of course, because of the short runtime, they had to make the situation arise pretty quick, right? Because of that short runtime. But it all worked well. It all seemed very real, like if it can happen to anybody in real life, because it can. So as fast as all this happened, it can happen that fast once again in real life. So we get introduced to this young man that's just, visited his girlfriend and is saying goodbye to her, coming out of the house. And it looks like he doesn't live too far away from her because he's just walking down the street. So maybe he's just making his way to his house walking, or his car is parked somewhere, in another street. But I'm guessing he's just walking home. And on his way, he sees this older couple, like middle-aged couple, fighting, arguing very violently, cussing at each other in their home. And the window is open, all the light is on, so you can clearly see from outside in the street. That's one of the things, by the way, I get paranoid about when it's nighttime. I close all my blinds, I make sure everything's closed and locked, because anybody can easily be spying on you from outside in the dark where you can't see them from the inside. Unless you have really good light outside your house. But if you don't, you can't really see who's outside. So I get really paranoid. And well, we have this this older middle-aged couple fighting each other, and this guy can see everything clearly from the outside because of their open window. And as the fighting progresses, it gets worse and worse, their argument. And well, the guy walks away, but then he comes back, and this guy that's just watching them, looks like our protagonist, our main character, he's just kind of smiling, he's like, well, we've seen everyday people fight like this, especially older people that smoke a lot. Maybe they seem like they drink a lot, and that's what gets them all, pumped up and ready to argue at each other. And so he's just kind of smirking at it, just going like, my goodness, look at this, And well, before you know it, this guy comes back with a bat, and he just hits this woman from the back on her head, looks like, and you just see this like splat of blood just come out, and he does not stop. He continues to hit her on the floor, and you can see the expression on the man out, standing outside. You can see this expression on his face completely fade from like smiling to just get really scared and concerned. and just thrown off completely because, you know, you don't expect anything like this, especially, you know, seeing this older couple arguing in open, like in plain sight with the open window and everything. He didn't expect anything like that, but he just goes on and he's hitting her, pows, pows. And at that point, you know, you can see maybe he doesn't even care if he's being looked at or seen by somebody else, because when he finishes hitting her, he looks out the window and notices the man standing out there watching him. So what does he do? He goes after him. He comes out of his house, and I mean, that is super scary. And you know, on top of that, the man has asthma, the one that's outside. So the man inside the house comes out and proceeds to go after the young guy standing outside with the bat. And well, the guy runs and he's making his way to his house, his apartment, and we see him stumble and fall because of how afraid he is and all of that. Your body, like I'd mentioned in a couple of videos ago, your body just betrays you. I feel like it really does betray you when you're really scared. Like your legs get numb. You can feel like little ants kind of walking around them. They start to get kind of paralyzed. Maybe you get a cramp if you're out of shape. So as you're running, you're breathing very hard. A lot of these things are happening unconsciously sometimes to a point, because the body is just filled with adrenaline. So this man is just running, and he clearly stumbles, and you can see him right there taking out his inhaler. And the guy that's behind him with the bat, he's like right on his back, and he looks like he's just walking. So we can kind of see too, when he was inside of this house, this man, he looked pretty muscular, like he was in pretty good shape for an older guy. And the younger guy doesn't seem like he goes much to the gym. He's just kind of a skinny young guy. And so as he's running, we can see the man behind him not even struggling to keep up with him. So that's even scarier. And well, he manages to still get up after taking his inhaler, getting some more oxygen. And well, we get the shot where he gets in his apartment. He's already in his apartment, and he starts to call the authorities or 911 and is reporting all of this, but he doesn't have the address of the house. So this part was a little bit kind of confusing to me, but so we know that he's in his apartment making the call. And we also get these kind of scenes where it's back and forth to where it shows him previously, moments before the call, like getting into the house, locking the house, you know, like just the camera's just jumping back and forth there. But I kind of knew what was going on there. But when he goes back outside, I was like, is the man not outside his apartment? I thought he was maybe out there waiting for him, but no. So he's just back outside, and he's making his way back to the home of the man that was beating looks like his wife. I don't know. That killed the woman with the bat. And he reaches through their mail and grabs an envelope, right, that says their address. And so before he makes his way out or back to his apartment, he goes back, and I don't know why he went back. Was it to like check on the woman to see if he can see somebody in there? I don't know, maybe he was just curious if the man was still in there. But he looks through the window, and the man turns on the light, and he's in there. That was a very scary moment, by the way. I've seen this in horror movies, where the light is off and you can't see anything, and the light goes on and there's somebody just standing there watching you. Example of that is See No Evil. If you guys seen that movie, See No Evil, with Kane, he's the bad guy there. And then there's a scene where it's like a two-way mirror, and it's super dark on the other side where you can't see, but then the light comes on. I think he turns it on, and you can just see him standing there, massive dude, just on the other side as soon as the light goes on. So that was very scary, and you can see how scared this man was, because he stumbles back and falls back to the yard, almost to the street. And he falls on his back as he backs away from the window. And so when he's trying to get up, and he has this knife with him too. He takes the knife with him to the other house. When he stands back up, we hear this man call his name behind him. I guess this man recognized him, probably a neighbor or something in the neighborhood. And well, when he calls him, the man with the knife, right, the protagonist, he gets startled, and he turns around and just stabs the other guy on the neck. And my God, I was not expecting that, but because the adrenaline, maybe the shock, the trauma that he just witnessed a murder. So all of this stuff was just still active in his mind and his body. And so this man behind him calling his name obviously scared him to the point where his reflexes, made him stab the other man by accident. And so now we kind of get this, what is it called? My gosh, what is it called? Like a repetitive thing going on again, where now it's the same exact thing, but a woman now witnesses that death. like almost like a chain. It's so weird, you know, but we get this woman seeing him stab the guy by accident now. And well, what she saw, or what he saw now turns into what she saw, right? The woman saw him, the protagonist, now stab another innocent man because he scared him, you know, in the middle of this very horrible moment. And so now she's just standing there looking at him, and he's holding the knife and he doesn't know what to do. And I think, I think she runs away, right? I think she runs away and he just stands there in the yard. And the man in the house just stays in the house. And now the protagonist is standing out there. Now he's another murderer. All of a sudden, he's another murderer standing outside in the yard where he witnessed himself another murder. And now he's a second murderer, which is crazy, right? So now this leads to this sort of, you know, this real life event that can possibly happen where one person sees one thing and the other person sees another. And now the story becomes more convoluted, like it becomes more confusing and more than it should have been. So I think that's what the point of this was, that anything can happen. The perspectives can change depending on who saw what, you know, and it just, again, becomes a crazy story all in one night. So I think that was really, really good what they did there when it kind of got to a spin at the end, and we saw the woman now witnessing him committing a crime, and she runs away. So obviously the story ends there, and it just made me think of all of these things that can happen in real life, where again, anything can happen to somebody. Maybe the person can be a victim for a certain point of time, and maybe if they try to, what do you call that, like out of curiosity, they get in too deep to this thing that they witnessed, they themselves can become part of that crime. You know what I mean? Like they can get so immersed into this curiosity, into this thing that they witnessed, that they themselves become a part of it. And so also that's kind of what I got from this, where now this other third character in the story, this woman, or I don't know, this just secondary character, witnesses him now from the outside, and now she sees something else, you know, she sees him as the crime, as the person that committed the crime. So, I mean, all of this just really made sense in so many ways, as short as it was, and it was very real. It felt very real. It didn't even seem exaggerated at any point. It seemed very real. So, I don't know, that's what I thought about this one. That's what I got, and I think they did a great job showing us that. And the sequence of events, everything, how it happened, it made sense to me. Everything worked out. The acting was great as well. I'm not sure why the girlfriend was in the beginning holding the door open, you know, standing in lingerie, like in plain sight of the neighborhood. That was a little weird. Obviously, I don't think that would be too realistic, but I mean, there are people that they're like that, but I don't think that was too realistic when I'm talking about the believability of the story. But everything else just definitely seemed believable. It seemed real. So those are my thoughts on this film. I really, really did enjoy it for as short as it was. I cannot wait to see more of this. I'm definitely going to subscribe to this channel. If you guys did enjoy this reaction with me, though, I hope you guys hit that like button down below. And also drop down a comment on the comment section. Let me know what you thought about it. Did I miss something? Also, let me know down below, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video with me. And I will see you all on the next reaction. Take care. Peace.